spoken. Let us discuss the remaining part of agriculture sector in India. Now, as you have seen earlier, let us revise once again. That is, agriculture can be defined as the cultivation or the production of crop or livestock product. That is, when we, do some activities like farming and all such kind of thing is termed as agriculture. As most of the part of India are rural, the main occupation in India is agriculture. Okay, now as you have seen this also in the earlier video, let us revise very quickly. That is contribution of GDP in agriculture during 2015 and 16. That was key most like 17.4% was the contribution of agriculture sector, because as you know there are three sectors in an economy, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. So what was the contribution in 15 and 16? That is 17.4. You have seen in the earlier video, that is with the increase in the agriculture production, the GDP increase. Agriculture is the backbone of an economy because agriculture provides raw material to all the other industries. Now very quickly let us understand that what are the reasons why the productivity is not so up to the mark or not so good in India as compared to other countries. India is agriculture oriented nation, that you know, and there are little problems related to agriculture, and as a result, because of those problems, the productivity is low. Let us understand the very first, that is institutional factor. The influence of those farmers who work in the institution are felt in physical, social, economical and legal factors are institutional factors that such are negative in India. Due to that, agriculture development is low because of there is no proper institution so far that they are promoting and enhancing agriculture activities. As a result, the productivity of agriculture sector is low. You have studied this also in the history, that there was zamindari system, rautwari system. The collection of land revenue was so very high. As a result, the farmers were kept ruined and poor for a longer period of time. This you have seen in the history. So that is one of the reason which makes productivity little low in an economy. And in institutional factor, number one is land revenue collection system. So there these systems you have seen also, that is key. This zamindari system and all the such systems looted farmers and ruined and make them poor for a longer period of time. There were no institution where to complain and get justice. So this can be one of the reasons. After independence, to protect the tillers, that is the one who cultivates the farm, to control land from land, then tillers land act was passed. One of the act was passed, in which the person who cultivates the land and whatever the crops he get it from that land is the part of only and only that farmer. No other person can take their production as such. Second is agriculture finance. Majority of farmers are living in a poor area, and they also need they are in need of cash for buying fertilizers, seeds, pesticides. They, of course, they need a finance for a shorter period of time, but they do need finance to cultivate their land with proper seeds, so that the final product what they get from agriculture would be up to the mark. But this is also one of the reasons they, after independence, it was established, so there are institutions who is in demand and they are yet to flourish. because in rural areas the people are more illiterate, they are not even aware what kind of the services the government is providing. You can even see in the news the crop failure and the farmer suicide ratio is little high in India. Then the third one is agriculture marketing. See, in agriculture marketing, the farmers do not have proper idea where to transport their product and get a maximum profit out of it, because most of the time the middleman takes a profit and farmers are again meant to be poor and very poorer in to be fact like. So then after independence the agriculture marketing was established, but it is yet to be prominent in Indian economy. It is yet, means that it is not yet fully flourished, and each one of them is not taking advantage of it. The next one is rural social structure. The structure of rural, that people in rural, they are not much of illiterate, they believe in old traditions and customs what they follow. uh, as a result, they are not adaptive to change. Because of this, there cannot be an economic development, and the cultivation would also be low, and they cannot increase their income. Okay, then the next one is technological factors, because most of the farmers, they don't have a proper and adequate finance, so they are, for doing farming with old and traditional equipments, with which, more of pain is there and less of output is there. So this can be one of the reasons that we are not technically updated in case of agriculture sector. Let us quickly look down what are the other factors. The first one we have seen institutional. What are the other one is pressure of population, as India is growing day by day and the population is increasing. By 2030 we will be number one in the world as far as the population is concerned. And in rural areas there are more number of people dependent on agriculture sector, because it is the only source of living for them, where they get employment. As a result, because more people are there is, unemployment in the economy. Lack of economic planning, that is the government is also not, yes, of course the government did something for the farmers, and each and every government is doing, but what they are doing is not reaching to all the poor farmers of entire India. So there is lack of economic planning also is there. The funds are not been properly allocated. As a result, the sector becomes poor, and agriculture sector has irregular and slow rate of development. The government is also not helping. As a result, this will be the worst situation for the farmers, and this will lead to low production or low productivity in case of agriculture sector. Okay, now so far you have understood that what are the problems related to low productivity. Now let us quickly understand what are the measures. Once problem is there, every problem has to have solutions. So now please understand what are the solutions for it. That is institutional measure. Land reforms were there. The government has passed many of the act which protected a farmer. Then the second one is availability of credit. As you know that NABARD has started in 1982. It is a special institution set up by government, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, and it is directly been governed by RBI, and it caters, that is RRB and LDB. to make the loan or credit cheaper to Indian farmers. RRB refers to Rural Region Bank, whereas LDB refers to Land Development Bank. So all these institutions were prompting and helping farmers to create more production, and in short they were being just like a boon who were there to help them to increase their productivity or cultivations. Now let us quickly understand that what is improvement in structure of agriculture market. Now the agriculture marketing was set up and to classify the agriculture produce as per their quality egg mark that has been introduced or that came into existence. National Warehouse Corporation and State Warehouse Corporation started to increase agriculture, and systems have been adopted to provide information about prices of agriculture produce and to protect the farmers from the market changes, or MSP, that is minimum selling price is also there, which protects farmer for against the price ceiling and price flooring. Now agriculture research, the NABARD also provides loan for agriculture research. If more and more research can be done with an adequate and good facilities, integrated rural programs, Jandhan Yojana, etc., were started for agriculture sector to increase agriculture productivity. Now let us understand what are the technological measures. Institutional measures, technology measures means to make farming more and more easy, convenient and cheaper, so that farmers can get more profit. Now in that, first one was improve seeds. As you know, that is HYV seeds, that is high breed yielding seeds, were introduced in 1960s, with which the production can be increased in case of agriculture sector. And seed revolution also took place, and with this National Agriculture Research Committee, National Seed Corporation and agriculture universities were also developed to make sure or to ensure that the agriculture productivity is increased. Next one is use of chemical based fertilizers. With the help of chemical fertilizers, the seeds and the production can be saved. It can bear a more life as compared to known chemical based fertilizers. There were many plants which were helping, which for their because of them, because of chemical based fertilizers, their life can be protected, and they can be liable for a longer period of time. Okay, chemical based fertilizers were produced even by the public sector enterprises, right? GSPC is one of them. Then even the fertilizers are imported at lower rate subsidy. All this were increasing production. Then increase in irrigation facilities. Again, agriculture is mainly dependent on rain. As you know that Indian government has increased the irrigation facilities. It directly affects agriculture production and productivity. As you know, the agriculture has to come out from uncertainty of rain. To avoid uncertainty of rain, this irrigation facility help to produce more for farmers. In addition to that, incomplete irrigation projects and to develop other facilities, NABARD were being assigned. NABARD was a main institutions which was going to look after agriculture sector. The main requirement in agriculture sector is land, so whatever the irrigation projects has been held up so far has been looked by NABARD and taken care of, that it is completed and time and farmers can avail benefit of them. Now use of machines, again the use of machine is one of the very important thing, that is with the help of machines the work become more easier. There were many machines like electric pump set, oil engine, pesticides, sprinkles, pumps. All this will lead to increase in agriculture. Then the next one is pesticides. Ready crops has danger of various disease and insects, as you know that. To protect from various disease and to protect the plants, the pesticides are sprinkled for high productivity and for longer life. Even the soil testing was there, what kind of deficit the soil has and how it can be overcome, with which kind of fertilizer it can have longer life, that also can be seen. Now let us quickly look down what are the other measures. One is green revolution, modern agriculture, that is with the help of modern agriculture, that is HYV seeds. Modern agriculture emerged in India in 1966, and HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, machines are making agriculture more smoother and easier, right? Green revolution also took place in 1960-61. It was an initiative of IADP, that is Intense Agriculture District Program, and all the districts who can avail the benefit of the of green revolution was given. With the help of high variety yielding seeds, what was happening is they are producing more. Now multiple cropping was also there. Multiple cropping means that in a particular land more kind of crops are grown, so that the cultivating capacity of soil can get increased. Multiple cropping means that is food grains and non food grains. Technological factors are also there, which makes work more easier and smoother. Economic factors are also there. Wait a minute. The crop protection is also there, that is that in short, uh, care, crop protection means that is insurance was now availed even for agriculture sector. As a result, this becomes more easier. And the last one is agriculture research, that is ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, is the only institution which manages agriculture research and provides the arrangement of research and all the adequate things. Even the horticulture was promoted in India so far. Prior it was not given that importance, but with the passage of time even the horticulture has increased and their importance has availed in India as well. With this I come to an end of agriculture sector. In case you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you.